I think I just found the next consumerism trap, and it's something you've probably seen all over your feed. It's called NeeDoh, and it might look harmless, but the way people are buying and collecting these things is getting out of control. I'm talking about grown adults fighting over children's toys. So in this video, I'm exposing how this trend works and why it's the next wallet-draining consumerism fad. As usual, I'll be reading some of your comments in today's video, so if you want to be in the next one, definitely make sure to drop your thoughts down below. What could possibly cause a middle-aged woman to be sprinting through Target at 7 a.m. in the morning? I'm very curious right now.
Ow! Sorry. Where are you?
I think we have reached a new stage of consumerism. Nothing screams consumerism more than a bunch of middle-aged women running through Target at 7 a.m. in the morning when the store opens to then brawl and fight over a $5.99 children's stress ball. Am I missing something here? At what point did we rationalize that this is normal and okay to do? There goes any savings account right out the window. Anyway, I wanted to read a couple of comments because this is the new consumerism trap that's going on in 2026. And if you haven't heard of it by now, you will after today's video. The fact they are adults. 310,000 likes. That's the craziest part. This is a children's toy. You know, back in my day, and I know I'm only 28. Crazy. I turned 28 February 19th. That was my birthday a couple of months ago. But I remember growing up, like lining up with my dad at GameStop to get the newest like Call of Duty. That was like crazy. Or waiting at the sneaker store before they open with my friends to get the latest, pair of Jordans. But never did I send my mother out to go fight off and fend off a bunch of middle-aged women to get a $7.99 squish ball. That is absolutely mad. Stanley Cups, Starbucks Bear, Trader Joe's Tote, and now NeeDoh. Yeah, and I think that all happened within the span of like this year. And we're only 4 months in, guys. This is nuts. This is how fast everything is getting right now with these consumerism traps.
At first, it was Stanley Cups. Then it was Labubus. And now it's NeeDohs and these squishy dumplings. Like, I don't understand why people are going actually batshit insane for these. Because I'm seeing videos of people fighting each other, arguing with each other over buying a NeeDoh and spending like, $100, $200, $500 on squishy dumplings. Like, people are spending hours going from store to store to find certain squishies. And I just don't get it because, for one, I don't think you guys actually like them. I think you guys just like the trend of them, but also, What are you doing buying $500 worth of squishies? You're not going to use all of them. Because it's the same thing as when people would go batshit for those Stanley Cups. They'd spend 5 hours waiting before the store opened just to buy like a limited edition red one. Or with Labubus and people finding like the really limited ones and spending all this money. With all these trends, they go up, but they also go down. And eventually people are going to realize, hey, I don't need all these NeeDohs and squishy dumplings. Like, I maybe need 2, maybe 5. I don't need 50, I don't need 100 of these. And I can't wait for that day because I'm tired of seeing people just go crazy for these small little squishy things that I promise you don't even fucking use. I bet you use them for like 2 minutes maybe after you open it, and then you forget about it.
It's getting to the point where it has absolutely nothing to do with like what the product is, and these companies know it, so they're just trying to figure out the next fad to pump out, the next plastic or rubber vibrant limited edition colorway that they can keep dropping to get people hyped and hooked on it. Fads are fads. They go away just as quickly as they come. He just listed like 5 that happened all within the past 6 months, and it's insane. And obviously there's nothing wrong with having 1 or 2. We've made videos on the Stanley Cup Insanity in like our collection Insanity episode, which I highly recommend you guys check out if you haven't already. But when you start going into a frenzy and collecting 100 of them, these are 100% going to lose value in a couple of months. First, it was fidget spinners, then Pop-It fidgets, then Neilgen. I don't even know what this stuff is. Then it was Hydro Flask. Then it was Fugglers. Then it was Yeti. Then it was Hello Kitty. Then Stanley, Hydro Jug. Then Labubu, Awowla. Now it's NeeDoh, Pink Petal Kit, Comfort Color. All headphone earbud speakers, and the cycle continues again and again and again. Specifically, millennial and millennial moms, yes, they like to buy these specific things for dopamine and wanting to be Black Friday, Boxing Day sales every day. I mean, yeah, these major companies are doing a really good job of keeping up with the impulse buying and the consumerism and the instant gratification. I mean, the fact that I ordered something from Amazon this morning and it's going to deliver in an hour to my door is insane. It's insane. So, we are rewiring our brain to need things instantly and to constantly be chasing higher and higher levels of dopamine. And these companies know that. So they're coming up with innovative ways to get you to blow all your money by collecting this stuff that's going to be worthless in a couple of months.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Did y'all look at the second message where I said...
I got to pause this. They are all grown women. Oh, wait, I see a guy there. There's one guy hidden on the left behind a table. But I see like a line down the block of grown women. Why are you online? This is like midday. Do you guys not have jobs? You took off work for this? This is next level. This better be the weekend.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right.
Yes.
Y'all were getting me scared.
If you are number 1 to 15, you're guaranteed NeeDohs. After that, we have dumplings, but you won't get NeeDohs. Everybody hears? Yes. I don't want you to wait if you're just here for the NeeDohs.
Are they playing Mahjong?
Okay, we're about to open in a little bit.
The same NeeDohs I walked past for years in Walmart collecting dust, those NeeDohs, yeah, I didn't even know these things existed. I might have seen them months ago. Somebody might have posted it on TikTok, but now they're coming back and starting the trend. But that's the same thing with Stanley. Like, Stanley was around for years. And then they're like, oh, there's kind of a formula here to get people to go crazy consumeristic over it. And it's using pastel colors, collabing with, certain brands, and then dropping limited edition releases and holiday themed ones. You do that to any product, you're instantly going to become a millionaire. Like, I could launch a hot dog company or like a Krabby Patty company and change. You remember the SpongeBob episode? He changed the colors of the Krabby Patties. He had lines down the block. This is no new topic. This has been around, this secret of how you sell stuff for years. The bottom comment, nearly 300,000 likes. Why are they all adults? That's my biggest question. And if you guys know the answer to that, please let me know down in the comments below. I am really curious to understand why this is happening. Waiting for Target to open and then running to get NeeDohs is insane. All right, let's go back. I kind of missed the women or men running down the hallway. This must be like a employee filming this. That's absolutely insane. It's like you can hear in the background one of the employees, no running indoors, like they're in elementary school, like my teachers did to me. Anywho, I wanted to read a couple comments that you guys had left on previous kind of these consumerism insanity episodes. I just did one on Lucky Scoops literally like 2 weeks ago, which is another insane trend. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely recommend checking that one out. And this is the comment somebody left. And if you want to get featured in the next episode, definitely make sure to drop your thoughts down below. Landfill maxing. That's actually what's going on here. That's where all this stuff is going to end up. If not at the bottom of the ocean, it's all going to be left in a landfill or on the shelves of Goodwill and TJ Maxx.
Whole craze over NeeDoh has me realizing how much consumerism has y'all in a chokehold. It's choking.
Certainly.
You cannot breathe. Why? Because why am I seeing millennial women in lines to get a over glamorized stress ball? Do you not have any shame? Waiting hours in line to get something that will have no resale value and that you can easily get off of Amazon. They've been selling this for months. And y'all over here just eating at it. That's why we don't have no good Black Friday sales anymore. They give y'all stress balls and repackage it, call it NeeDoh, and y'all, oh my God, I gotta get this. Not even for the kids, for y'all.
Yeah, right?
Over consumerism has y'all in a chokehold, and I'm begging y'all, America, stop! America, stop!
Like, you guys gotta find something else. Get a hobby. Go get a job or something. You shouldn't have this much free time where you can wait for hours online to get a rubber stress ball and then, you know, justify it by saying it's for your kids when it's really, you just want the dopamine hit. It's kind of ridiculous. At least when I was a kid, I could justify waiting hours online to get the latest, you know, sneaker Jordan release because they had a huge resale value. I recently sold them all off for probably 2 to 3x what I originally bought them for. I've just grown out of it. Now I collect hand tools and sockets because I use it to fix my cars and other people's cars. But yeah, at least collect something that has some utility or some value. Go collect gold bars or something. These people need to replace the dopamine hit they get shopping with taking a walk and enjoying beautiful views and nature. Yeah, this is genius. See, what's happened here is these major companies that spend millions of dollars on market research to study the human brain and try to rewire it without you guys even realizing it. They collect all the data on your cell phones and they see how you shop. What they're doing is they found a way to link the dopamine hit with spending money and a way to draw that in because, you know, you could get the same dopamine hit going to like Venice Beach in Florida and collecting the free shark teeth that they have on the ground. Like that was a fun dopamine hit. Or going for a walk on a greenway and enjoying the views. That's another thing I like to do. Doesn't cost you anything. These companies found a way to manipulate you and exploit you out of all your money on literally useless junk that's going to end up in a landfill.
NeeDoh and dumpling hunting, I beat the resellers.
At Five Below, let's see if we can score a NeeDoh.
The line was so long 30 minutes before opening. The
Five
employees
Below?
started handing out numbers to those
Wow.
in line for a NeeDoh squishy.
Thank you. I know they said bronze. It is 9:51 and I am number 19 in line, so let's see if we can score.
They did announce there's a 3 per person limit. Following the line to score the
They
dumplings.
have the dumplings right there.
At this point, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to score due to so many people.
Almost my turn. I am 4 away from being able to score the dumplings.
Finally, my turn.
One of each, or
Yes, I'll do one of each.
There was 3 different kind of dumpling squishes.
would you like to leave your email address to get some?
I got one of each.
Comes out to 16.
I couldn't believe it. My waiting
everything.
finally paid
I
off.
got to score. Right now, I'll give you guys a haul of what I got.
I mean, $16 isn't the worst thing. I've been out of this whole collecting stuff and waiting online for so many years that I don't even know how they do it anymore. But just the thought of like having to wait outside of Five Below doesn't seem like whatever it is I'm waiting online for is going to be worth it. I know back in the day, like when you would go buy sneakers, it was at sneaker stores and stuff and you'd have to go into it. And then eventually it all went to online. I wouldn't even want this stuff for free. That's what somebody commented on the Lucky Scoop video. I wouldn't even want this stuff for free. Yeah, nothing about that seems like a good idea to spend my money on. And more than likely, majority of the people that are going and collecting this stuff are in tremendous amounts of credit card debt or just debt in general, that they are impulse buying these trends. Like if you're going to wait online to buy a scrunchy dumpling this time, you've probably done the same thing with all the other previous trends and you put it on buy now, pay later, and you're struggling with credit card debt and all different types of debt. And you probably have no idea how you got into the situation, or you're going to say the cost of living is too high and you don't understand, the world's against you, blah, 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 when you don't even see what's going on right in front of your face.
NeeDoh and dumpling hunting, it got insane.
Oh my.
Whatever. It is what it is. Some people got very nasty.
I came and 100 people were here already. They announced they had a huge NeeDoh shipment.
95th person in line. Guys, more people just came and the line just got bigger.
Over 100 people waiting online at a
100 people
toy
waiting for
store?
a meal. And there's more people coming.
Part of me thinks some of these people are probably buying this stuff so they can resell it. I know that was huge in the sneaker community and all the other stuff. They would wait online, they buy the stuff, and then they flip it on the internet because it's selling for more. Not the worst thing. I think they're called scalpers. You know, you can make a quick buck if you can get in and get out really quickly and you don't get left with a ton of inventory at the end of it, and then we've moved on to the next fad.
Some guy came up to me and offered $150 for one NeeDoh for his daughter.
I tried to get inside.
$150 for one NeeDoh that we just saw on the shelf at Target for $5.99. That NeeDoh? That's what we're going to pay $150 for?
It's just, you have to have a ticket to get in.
Finally going inside. Let's hope they have NeeDohs. They have so many NeeDohs still.
They have so many.
They sold out in popsicles, jellyfish, and ice cream. I had no idea what was coming.
They have a NeeDoh donut.
I'm trying to see the price. $9.99, but that's for the big pack. It's just dirt. This is such a weird. It's literally a stress ball shaped as a donut, and people are spending $150 on it. This is mad.
I don't know whether to take the sprinkles or this one.
Not she took my donut.
Oh, she swiped that.
She actually bought the donut, but I didn't want to say anything.
Like, I'm gonna take these two. Guys, we just finished paying and there's still some people in line. Now I'm just gonna meet the guy that said he was gonna buy some off of me. Hey, the 4-pack.
Okay, very cool. It's all good. She'll be happy. All right, $150 it is.
Sounds good.
Look at you making out.
I bought a popsicle off somebody.
I got another lady gave me the popsicle.
Oh yeah,
My daughter really wanted the jellyfish.
She didn't get it. You weren't able to get it.
I guess she couldn't get it. She got me the popsicle because she was wanting one for herself too. I didn't know if there was more jellyfish left. There was none there when you got in there?
No, I checked.
Got it.
Thank
right,
you.
cool.
Have
Thanks.
a good one. Yeah.
$150, and she spent $9.99. Someone comments, $150 for a NeeDoh? This generation is cooked. Cooked. And then you got the other person, oh, that dad is so sweet, spending all of his hard-earned money for his daughter. You know what's sweeter than buying a squishy stress ball for your daughter that she'll probably lose or forget about in a month when the new trend comes out? Being debt-free, being able to put food on the table, being able to take a vacation and not going into debt for it. Let me think. Not complaining and stressing and worrying about bills with your wife or, I don't know, just in general. So I'm on StockX, which is a really popular reselling website. It's kind of like a better version of eBay. This is where people resell sneakers back in my day. And I pulled up the NeeDoh because I wanted to see how much these things are selling for here. NeeDoh ice cream, and then there's that jellyfish that person mentioned here, but the NeeDoh ice cream selling for $74. And I believe if I click on view market data, we can actually see how much these have sold for that real people are buying right now. And you can see today, $4.14 and $4.15, $77, $85. We have sales a couple of days ago here, like 2 weeks ago. These were selling for $130 for the pack. This is absolutely insane. You can see the value here. Oh my gosh. And then there was another one. Somebody did, it was dumplings or squishy dumplings. $122. That's how much people are spending on this. Absolutely sickening. Oh my gosh. And it keeps going up. At one point, they were selling for $145. We have market sales closer to $120 to $130. They're literally selling it as the viral mystery dumpling. Different colors. Gosh, I really need to become a toy creator and create a product like this. I'm going to become an overnight success. I'm going to become a millionaire. Is it that easy? Now, guys, you know what's more insane than grown women chasing and fighting over children's toys? The fact that more than 60% of you guys that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. Unlike Squishmallows and what are these? The NeeDohs and Lucky Dumplings, subscribing to the channel is completely free. It's not $5.99. It doesn't have a $150 resale value. It's completely free. You actually might save, if not make some money by watching this channel because we do giveaways. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers. And I teach you, cool and innovative ways of saving money or making money. So if it's not too much to ask, just check down below and make sure that you are subscribed. I know a lot of people have commented that they thought they were subscribed when they weren't. So if it's not too much to ask, just give it a quick peek. If you're not subscribed, click that bright red subscribe button, and let's keep going.
On today's episode of Consumerism Final Boss, we need to talk about the NeeDoh situation. Having 75 stress balls is not going to make you less stressed, by the way. These little things...
It's going to make you more stressed when you start looking at your bank account and you realize you spent it all on rubber.
Marketed as a stress relief toy, but it's actually going to create more stress and a shopping addiction.
Yeah.
And I'm not against NeeDohs. I'm sure they do help a lot of people with ADHD and stress, but I am against the collection some people have.
My gosh.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Overconsumption.
Oh my gosh. Do you see the sheer amount of bins she has to collect these?
Consumerism can look different for so many people. It can come in so many different forms, shapes, and sizes. I know these NeeDohs are cheap and they're like little toys, and that feels harmless, right? But sometimes a $5 purchase over and over again is extremely harmful. And NeeDoh has figured out that it's not about the stress relief, it's about the hunt. I mean, just look at this video. This is like a smaller store that got a NeeDoh shipment in, and look how many people were outside waiting before the store even opened. But where they get people is with the new colors, the new textures, the limited edition NeeDohs. It's giving the same energy as Stanley Cups, Squishmallows, Jelly Cats, the glitter dumplings. You get the dopamine from buying a new one, not actually using it. We've rebranded overbuying as collecting. Like, please be honest, how many of these do you think they're actually using, and how many do you think were touched one time and now they're just in storage? But these people are literally stress shopping for stress toys. It's supposed to reduce stress, but now people are way more stressed out about buying the next new one. If it was actually about stress relief, one would be enough. If you have a few and love them, that's great. You are not who I'm talking about. These people are not buying new things. They're buying the feeling of getting something new. But be honest, how many do you guys have? I have the Nice Cube. I love it. Not trying to influence you guys. I literally just have one. It serves its purpose until this breaks. I don't need another stress ball. And honestly, if it did break, I don't think I would even get another one.
All right, maybe I'll go get one and try it out and see how it is. No, probably not. But I am curious to see what it feels like. But she's got a lot of good points. You remember, like, the fidget spinners was a huge trend back in the day here. Like, there's a lot of money to be made on the entrepreneur side. Like, when this is going viral, if you're scalping them and buying them and reselling them and flipping them, or you can market your own similarly and pump that out into the market too, you can make a ton of money super fast, and then poof. You know what else is coming back right now? I believe it's Hot Wheels. I think it's a recent thing, because I used to have a huge Hot Wheels collection when I was growing up, and then I sold them all. And maybe they've always been, you know, somewhat popular like Pokemon cards, but recently, I have started to bump into more and more people that have like Hot Wheels collections in the thousands. Their entire wall of their house, they have an entire dedicated room of Hot Wheels. And it's like, are we collecting or are we overbuying? Because people don't realize they're genius for it, how easy it is for people to not realize they're spending too much money when it's like $6 here, $7 here, $5 here, $8 here. Like, there's such a small, you know, micro payments, but they add up into hundreds, if not $1,000 every, you know, credit statement, that people get carried away and don't even realize what's happening. When I was a young adult, I had credit card debt and couldn't sleep at night, worried about how to pay it off. As a married adult, we only owe on our mortgage. This is very good. We use credit cards that pay us back and pay them off every month. 3 cars completely paid for. The freedom of not having outrageous debt is more rewarding than anything I could possibly imagine. Yeah. Being in debt is literally putting shackles and restricting your freedom, because you can't do as much as you could if you owed nothing to anyone here. This is the right way to do it. And eventually, when you pay off your mortgage and you only have to pay property taxes and insurance, you free up so much discretionary income that you could do whatever you want. You could quit your job, you can move, you can travel, you can take vacations, and you could like go get gas and groceries and not really have to check your bank account and not worry if the payment's gonna bounce.
POV, finding someone's hidden NeeDoh stash. They are stalking. This is a really good sign. Come to find out there is only 2 NeeDohs left in the store.
Really? In stock? E40.
We need to run for first dibs.
I think it's down here. Stop. Oh, it says due to high demand, we'll be limiting purchase quantity of 4 units. It says it's in stock. See? Somebody probably has it in their cart.
So we checked under shelves, and I couldn't believe it.
Look under. There's stuff down there. Look. That is trash. That's trash.
We came across this shelf that looked a little too empty.
There's got to be staged.
There's an ancient artifact next to it. Help.
But there's like other things under it, and I can't. There's an Xbox card from like 10 years ago, and it's $1.
I could not believe this, but I felt guilty taking
Oh
them.
my gosh, you guys, I literally can't. I'm freaking shaking right now. And I'm not trying to be too loud because there's like people around. You guys, okay, so we had to go to the makeup aisle because there was like too many people in the toy section, and they were all staring. But I don't know if I should take 2 of them, but they look so good. You guys, they're not dirty at all, so I know these are like freshly put there. Okay guys, we're back at Walmart. Let's see if we can find any NeeDohs. See some boxes.
I do know people are doing that. I used to be one of those people. Not for this. I'm going to get in trouble right now. But when Target would have their holiday candy sale in the back for like 50% off, I would try to hide some of that candy behind the shelf or something. Not under the shelf, but like behind something else. Because like 3 days later, it would then go on sale for like 70 or 80% off. I'm not condoning that, but I have done it. And then when I go the next day, it's gone. So they must be watching me on the cameras or something.
Here I found 2 boxes of the ice cubes. Hey guys, so I put the display together and we found 2 boxes so
nice
far.
of you.
Let's see if we can find anything else. Just found 2 more boxes. This box is another box of ice cubes. Let's see what this one is. A box of ice cubes, and a worker just came and took some off the shelf. Hey guys, I dug through the palette pretty well. Here's Kira.
Oh my gosh.
And this, we only found the ice cubes today, but now we gotta put it back and play Jenga. Guys, look what I just found. I just found the Minecraft jelly cubes.
The texture looks so
The texture.
I feel like that's crazy.
Some workers came up and grabbed some for their little boys.
I can't.
And they've already sold out in a box
Oh my
for the
gosh.
workers. And this is what they have. So y'all need to come and get them before they sell out. And like usual, I'm gonna hide some for y'all, and especially since I have so many. We'll do 3 this time. Let's see, where should we put
Didn't
that?
I just say, like, if you started your own company and released a similar product just as quick, you could cash in on the newest trend? And that's what Minecraft did. Copying NeeDoh with their own version, and they're going to make a fortune too.
Alright guys, we're gonna hide them somewhere different. We're gonna put one back here, one back here, and we're gonna put this last one right here. Y'all come and find them. They get found like immediately.
Absolutely wild. I still can't get over the fact that grown adults are waiting online for hours to buy squishy stress balls. And then, you know, the excuse is my kids want them. How many do your kids need? Really? I don't believe you. I think you want the dopamine hit. The biggest worry here is the constant collection, the impulse buying, and the micro payments. And I think this is, I guess, for women, but for men, it's Hot Wheels. It's a very similar niche here of a trend, call it a collection, whatever it is that you want. But you don't realize that these companies figured it out. Like they figured out that if they can make the prices cheap enough where people don't feel it, like a subscription, like I don't know, a Spotify subscription, $5, $6, $8, a Netflix subscription, which I think is crazy now, that you don't realize it until it's too late, that you constantly spending your money on these little micro small payments over time. They drain any chance of you becoming financially free or getting out of debt on something that more than likely is going to be worthless in a couple of months. Hot Wheels, I'm not too sure about, because I do know some of those are collectibles. But to me, it's like if you can walk into a store like Walmart or Target and see it on the shelf, and buy it, it probably isn't going to retain its value. That's in my head. Like, what were those other ones? Funko Pops. Like, if you could just go into a store and buy it, it's probably not going to be worth anything in a couple of years. That's just, you know, my thinking and my logic, and I think it does hold some weight. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys know of any new consumerism traps or previous fads that were going on that I might have missed, please drop a comment and let me know your thoughts and which ones they are down below. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and if you haven't seen my previous Lucky Scoop Insanity episode, definitely make sure to check it out right after this. Peace.